Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Okay.
Yes, Bolu. You want to share your screen?
Okay, let me log in with my laptop.
Okay. Or let me share my own screen so that you can tell me what exactly it is.
Okay.
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 Mm,
Okay, what I was trying to achieve
mm,
is I want to be able to pick these names that Shola Peace brand them.
yes.
Okay, so but I want the amount, this column, what's this? Column D.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be linked to that name so that when I pick if I pick John, is that amount that the way they refer like representing figure with name. I don't know if it's possible.
Okay, that's like for example, like an employee ID
Yes.
or a
So
student registration. Okay.
yes, because what I'm trying to do, I don't want that amount to show for each individual, but I want to be able to do the computation without showing the amount. I just
Names.
needed that 3 columns. So
Okay. No, okay,
if
okay.
I
I
pick
think I get what you're saying. So what you want is that. So what you want is that you will have another table, right? So you have, let's say,
yes,
this table. Hmm?
yes,
This table will now have, for example, this table will now have, let's say, employee or ID. You have an ID.
okay,
Let's say this is ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
yes.
So if I come here and pick any number, I'll pick any number. The number will pick this guy's name, isn't it? That ought to be here. Instead of it
Mm.
being the name, but it is the number he will pick. So
Mm,
that once it's this name, it may not show this name, but it will do the calculation for you.
no, I want the name to show, but I don't want the amount to show. This D column, I
Okay,
don't
you
want
don't
that
want this
to show.
one to show,
Yes, but I want
but
the
you want
name
this
to show.
calculation to show.
Yes, because what I'm trying to do after I'm done, I will send to someone that will be using it, and I don't want the person to have the idea of this amount because it's different for each person. So I
Okay.
just want the person to be able to pick the names on the list, anyone that is that want to collect that.
Okay, so what this is happening here? So this one will be, let's say, here, right?
Mm,
This will be here, isn't it? It's just like what has been done here, right?
yes.
Do you get? But the only difference is that this one. So what will happen is that even if this name is going to show, right? Even if this name is going to show, it's just this calculation that you need now.
Yes.
You don't need this amount now.
Yes.
So that's exactly now. So look at it now. So where this name or whatever name on number tallies with this one, then do the
Mhm.
calculation this times this.
No, this number, they are different deliverables. Like, okay, maybe you
Okay. Okay, this
provided
one that
quantity, this
yes,
D quantity achieved.
yes,
Yes, there are different deliverables. That okay, you deliver one. So one is attached to 15%.
15%, 15%.
Yes. So you should be able to get 15% of this amount of
Hmm.
from D12
Okay.
that is
Yes,
your own. So if it
yes.
is John should be able to get 15% of the 168. But I just want to pick John. If it is John, if it is peace, I will pick peace. Then
Okay, so just one question. One question is that
okay,
this amount now, this
yeah,
amount is different from each for each person.
yes, it is different.
Okay, but this number here, is it different for each person?
The 1, 3 something.
Yes, this 1, 2, 3. Is it different for each
Yes,
person, or this is a
it
code,
will
or this is a
vary.
code for each person?
It will vary. It's a variable. So if you achieve 1, is 1. If it is Shola can achieve 1
Okay,
today
okay,
and
okay, I
achieve
get
3
it.
tomorrow.
Okay, so these are that table again. So
Yes,
this first one is whatever they achieve. So it's 1 to so that means the total number here can be 1 to 4.
yes,
So here will be 1 to 4, isn't it? That is total number here. Then each person here, with whatever amount he has, can vary 1, 2, 3, 4, isn't it? It can be
yes,
2, it can be 3, it can be 4, isn't it? So
yes,
that
yes.
means this one should be linked with this. Then this table will be linked with this. That's
Okay.
it now. So you'll be having 3 tables now.
But which one will be showing at the
But this is the
user
final
side?
one. This is the final one. This is the final one. It's
Hmm.
just like, see, look at it now. You have these two tables. You are going to keep these 2 tables for yourself.
Yes,
You keep these 2 tables for yourself. So whatever they feed in here for this person, they'll be having their own amount, isn't it? Whatever is achieved here, you'll be picking it. Whatever they achieve, this is the one they'll be filling for you. This one is like a standard already, 1 to 4. So if you between 1 to 4, these are the percentage, right?
yes,
Whatever you feel here, isn't it? This guy will have whatever amount here. So here, once this person picks, maybe this person achieves 2, it will now
yes.
be two times whatever amount that person has. That's
So
it now.
how but the person will not be seeing the amount. That's the thing.
No, you know one thing, all these
Mhm.
sheets, you are not giving this sheet out. It is only this one you are giving out.
Yes,
It's only this
that
one you are giving.
yes,
So what
yes.
you can do, so 2 things that you can do.
Mm.
Either you can take, you only send this sheet to the person. You are not sending this one. It's only one sheet. So whatever calculation you have done, do it on a new sheet. So it is this
Okay,
sheet with this data you'll be sending to the person, not this one with the original data, with the original file. Do you
okay,
get? What you are thinking that you want to do everything in one sheet? No, don't do everything in one sheet. This is your data sheet. This one will be your analysis sheet. It is the analysis sheet you are sending, not this total sheet. This is your data sheet.
Mm.
Do you get? But the point is that this will feed this table, isn't it? And this table will feed this table. So it will not show this total amount, it just only show the calculation, which is now going to be that where this value, is it not? Okay, that one I was trying to index and match. But wherever this value matches with this, oh, sorry, look at it, matches with this, then take 15% of whatever amount.
okay.
That's the calculation here now.
I'm not
That's the
really
calculation that you have there. So it is this one you are going to be reporting, not this. This one will be with you.
okay.
But you need to put it properly in such a way that this is the final table, is it not? So this one is the one you are going to be filling. This is one you are going to be filling. So
Yes,
whatever number they have, so this one will feed from here. Do you see that? This
yes.
guy, we say whatever number this guy have, pick it from here, isn't it? Then to
Mm.
calculate it, if this one matches with this, then multiply this amount by this guy's amount. Then it will give you this amount. So it is this report you will now submit, not this. So it's
Okay,
3 tables you will need, not 2.
okay. So
Is it?
now,
Yes.
where in keeping these other tables, would they still be linked from their own hand, or how do I do
No.
that?
So what you will do once you are done with it now, once you are done, because this ones have formula, you just copy it and paste values only. So there will be no formula there. It's only the data that will be there.
That's the challenge. They will need to be changing it per time. I don't want them to be asking me every time they want to.
Okay, they will need to be okay. Alternatively, what you can do So you just only want this to be shown. It's not only this to be shown. So alternatively,
Yeah.
if you
So
take
they
this to
can
another
tweak it anytime.
if you take it to another sheet, I think you can
Yeah.
protect sheets. Can you see you can protect sheets?
Oh, okay. Okay.
You can protect sheets. You see
Okay.
that? What you can do again, remember, although we suggest do not hide, right? But in this
Yes.
case, since you don't want them to see it, and this is one limitation with Excel. So if you don't want them to see it, then what you can simply do, take it to a new sheet, protect that sheet, right? And make it a white font.
Okay. Okay.
Do you get? Then your data will look as if it's nothing is there.
Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
get? But you protect that sheet. Since you know
Okay.
something is so it seems as if nothing is there.
Okay.
But it will be on the new sheet, and that sheet you can even hide that sheet to be as if it's only one sheet.
Okay. 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 All right.
So that's it. Yeah, I think that will solve it.
Okay. Please, yeah, can you help me with this one? Can I have it?
Okay, that's no, but you have to do that calculation based on what you have explained.
Okay, no problem, sir.
Then I will not try it, then show you whether it starts.
All right. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
All right, no
Yes.
problem. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
Good afternoon, Dr. Francis.
Afternoon. So it's like our new people are here.
Yes, apparently. Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Yes, we are.
All right. That's how it starts. You guys will be excited as it gets tougher. Start dropping out one by one. See this one pass me. But hopefully, I hope maybe Power BI will be more interesting for you guys. But all right. Let's start. I'm sure by now, have we all installed Power BI? Have we all installed Power BI?
No,
sir.
Aha. See?
No, sir.
Because all right, say everybody try and install Power BI. Try and install Power BI. Try and install it.
Please, how do we do that, sir?
Well, how do you do that? Just go, you have your search here. Type here to search on your Windows. Can you see here? Type here to search.
To set.
Yes,
Yes,
type
sir.
here to search. Just type Power BI there.
Oh, okay.
Just type Power BI there, and while we are explaining, I'm sure hopefully you'd have finished before then, because you're just clicking next till yeah.
Well, there are different options. Is it Power BI download?
Desktop.
Okay.
Yeah. It will take you to Microsoft Store. It will take you to, just go to or just type Microsoft Store there.
Okay, so yeah.
Microsoft Store.
Store.
Go to the Microsoft Store. So the reason why you go through Microsoft Store is that it updates automatically. You don't have to be downloading it every time. But if you are going through, if you have to download from the website, then it means you have to always download every month, because Power BI, they update every month. But if you use through the desktop, they don't you just install it once, update automatically on its own.
Okay.
So that's it. Okay. All right. So okay, so let me just quickly share my whiteboard. All right, so can you see my screen?
yes.
All right.
Yes,
So remember, as data analysts, right? Basically, we do three things. One, extract your data. Isn't it? What do you do again? You analyze the data. Then you visualize the data. Okay, you visualize the data. All right, good. And you see, as data analyst, it means that the skill sets that you need, isn't it, must vary across. So it means that the tool I need to extract data. So which tool do we need to extract data? Which tool do we need to extract the data?
SQL.
SQL, isn't it? We need what? SQL. We need what? SQL. So once we have extracted that data, now to analyze it, what tool do we need to analyze the data?
We use Python. Yeah.
You can use Excel, yes. You can use what? Python, yes. You can use R, isn't it? Even sometimes you can also use your SQL too, but that's also fine. But these are the basic tools they use. Then to visualize the data, what tools do you need?
Excel,
You need Excel, yes.
Power BI,
Tableau.
Power BI, yes.
Python.
Tableau, yeah. Tableau. Power BI, Python, yes. Even your R. Okay, so a whole lot of data visualization. Okay. However, this as data analyst you must know. This as data analyst you must know. And any of these ones. Can you see that? You must know them. But sometimes you also see that they will ask you that you also need some knowledge of Python and R. Okay, but this is the one we covered here. But much later I'll come to R. But at least you must learn these three. 1, 2, 3. Any of these ones, Power BI or. Now, why it is better in terms of Microsoft? Remember, here you have your Microsoft SQL Server, isn't it? You have here Microsoft Excel, and here you have what? Microsoft Power BI. Can you see it is easy to integrate all of them together? So that's why you see in some organizations that are most of their analytic tool is Microsoft. So once you learn these three, it is easy to integrate them. But if you learn something like MySQL, which is like Oracle, you know, the open source for Oracle. Okay, when you want to connect it to your Power BI, you will need a connector. You will need a connector. So that's why most times you see people who learn Microsoft, they go through all the Microsoft pipeline. So you learn Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Power BI. And actually, these are the easiest tools that you can learn. Okay, great. So what we are focusing on today now is on what? The visualization aspects. I'm sure most of us, we have seen how to build reports in Excel.
yes.
Right? Good. So just a quick recap, especially for those who have just joined us. You see that most times, so there's a data set I have given us, isn't it? What they call it, your basic Excel workbook. Do we have it, our basic Excel workbook? Do we have this? I'm sure we have this now. Do we have it?
Yeah,
All
yes,
right. We have it, isn't it? Good. So if we also try to understand what is happening, isn't it? So before you get a data set, right? Before that data set, most time.
Some of us don't have it.
Hello?
Some of us don't have it.
Some of you don't have it. Even the class, you should have it in class. It's the same one we use in class. It's the same one you use the class.
I don't know if they can help us share it here. So we can download
Okay,
it.
can somebody share on the Zoom chat? Can somebody share on the Zoom chat?
Okay, give me 1 minute.
Is somebody sharing on the Zoom chat?
Yes, I'll share in a moment.
All right, thank you. Okay. So you see, before you jump into the data, right? There's usually what? A problem you are trying to solve. There's usually a problem that you are trying to what? Solve. Okay. And if we follow our pipeline, you will see that for your, so let me try and see if I can get this in for you. Decrease DM framework. Okay. Can you see this? Can we see what I've pasted here?
Yes.
Yes, yes, we can see.
Good, 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 good. So first of all, there's a problem, isn't it? Or there's a business issue. It can be a HR issue. It can be a financial issue. It can be a marketing issue. It can be an operations issue, isn't it? So whatever issue it is, then you have to what, put it in a very what, clear and specific way, isn't it? By putting them in form of what, questions. So several questions will be raised. It is based on those questions you can now identify the variables. To measure those variables, you will need what? The data. Okay. Once you get that data, you now understand the data that you require, isn't it? Then you now collect that data. But we are seeing the situation that most times this data is never ready for what? Analysis. So it takes you some time to what? Clean and transform. And that's why they say more than 80% to 90% of the time, your role as a data analyst, you are cleaning and transforming data. Okay. Once you have cleaned and transformed it, then you are what? You can go ahead and do your what? Analysis. Okay. But for those who are maybe for data scientists, they can now start, after cleaning that data, they now start what? Building their models for prediction. But remember, it must, you now have to validate whatever report or answers you have. You must validate it with the questions that you raised to see whether it was answering those questions. Okay. Then once you're done with that, then you can start your what? Visualization or presentation. So that is why as data analysts, right, one critical skill you will learn is what? Data storytelling. Data storytelling. And there's a book I have sent, isn't it? I don't know how big is that book. Can you enter on this place? Data storytelling. Who has that book on data storytelling? I think I've shared it, right? Have I not shared that book on data storytelling?
Yes, you have.
Yes, you have, sir.
Yeah, I have, isn't it? Check if the file is not so big, if you can share it on the Zoom for those who have not got it yet. Yes, kindly share it. Okay, so for those who have not got it, so they can also have it. Okay, so data storytelling, isn't it? Is another critical skill that you must learn. So what we are saying is that, you see, your domain knowledge is still very important, because your domain knowledge that you will use to interpret that data. And that's why if I see two people, right, somebody who just studied maybe statistics, right, and somebody who studied marketing, and he has knowledge of what? Statistics in terms of data analytics tools, isn't it? Who will I prefer as a marketing firm to use? Will it be pure data analyst, or the person who is a marketing professional with analytics skill sets? Who will you prefer to take?
Marketing
professional.
Marketing
professional.
Marketing professional. Isn't it? So that is why it's not about saying I'm going into data analytics. Whatever role you are, make it analytical. You will even be better than a person who just is a pure statistician or a pure data analyst. Because once, if you say I want to switch career to be a data analyst, you know what it is? That means the only thing is that it's very exciting, right? It will be very exciting in the sense that you must learn every day. There must be something you must learn, because every task is a new thing to learn. So one skill, great asset, is that you must learn quickly. Not only learn quickly, and implement quickly. Okay, so that means that if you're in marketing, that means every issue has is market. But as data analyst, today can be a marketing problem, tomorrow can be an operations problem, tomorrow can be a HR problem. But at the end of the day, you have a opportunity to be learning from every industry. Okay, but actually, if you have that domain background, right, you will actually do better than someone who just learned it within how many weeks or months, unlike you who has been experienced over time. Because there's a way you interpret that data. There's no way, because that's your experience still counts. Okay, so you can actually explain what is happening. Okay, so that's why it is very important that if you can if you have that background, just make whatever role you are, just make it analytical. Even if it's customer relationship, even if it's customer relationship. No, this is thinking with data. There's another one, data storytelling by this lady. This is thinking with data, not this one.
He has dropped storytelling with data.
Yes, storytelling with data, yes.
He has dropped it too.
Okay, has dropped it too. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's what that's it there. So storytelling with data, exactly.
Please, where did you drop it? Is it on the Zoom chat?
Yeah, on the Zoom, yeah. Yeah, thanks, Olumide.
I can't find it here. I can't find it.
Just scroll up, I'm sure you will see it. Yeah, I can see it here. I can see it here. Okay, but don't worry, let's not waste too much time on that. Okay, great. So let's continue. All right. So are we clear with this? Are we clear with this process? Are we clear with this now? So that is the mindset you should take. So as a data analyst, what you do, I extract the data and analyze it, I visualize. All right, good. So if we have a data, can we ask any question based on this data? Can we ask any question based on this data? Any question based on this data? Quickly.
How many orders are for the central region? Maybe.
How many what?
Orders for the central region, central.
Okay, how many orders for the central region? Good. Okay. Any other one?
Which
Profit per region?
state has the high?
So let's write them that. And say how many orders? I can't hear you. In the
Order.
Your network is
Order by state.
Region, yes. Sorry, your network was breaking. Sorry. So this first one, isn't it? Second one is what? Second one is what? Okay, either ways, I can't hear the question. Okay, but that's fine. Let's go. So remember, the moment you have your data set, right? Remember the moment you have your data set, okay? What is the first thing we need to do? Once you have your data set, what is the first thing you need to do?
You extract.
You what?
You convert it to a table. Yes.
You convert to what? Table, isn't it? You convert to, what is shortcut to convert to table?
Alt T.
Control T.
Control T.
Control T. So most times, when you say IT, please, I need data. So they will send you a CSV file or an Excel file. So this is how the file will come. So the moment the file comes this way, let's assume the data is clean, but in practice, data is never clean. So once it's clean like this, what you do? Control T. Okay. And once you do Control T, what's next thing you do? What's next thing?
You name the table.
You
name the table quickly. So let me call this orders. Orders table, isn't it? Next thing I'll do is what? Summarize with pivot table. Can you see that? So that analysis part, so the extraction, they have extracted it for you. Most time you clean it. So next one is to analyze. So when we are analyzing with Excel, we are using what? Pivot word table. Okay. So the question was, how many orders in the central region? How many orders in the central region? So first of all, when I say orders now, so what are the variables here? What are the variables here? What are the variables here?
Order.
You have orders.
Regions.
How many orders? In where?
Central region.
Central region.
So what is the variable there?
Others and central region.
So when we say
Region.
others now, what do we mean? Do you mean the quantity? Do you mean the revenue?
Maybe by category.
Quantity.
So you mean quantity?
Quantity.
So can you see that it must be specific?
It's quantitative.
Yes, we must be specific on what we are trying to measure. Okay, so let's go. So which means we need what? We'll take our what now? So we'll take our region. Where's our region now? We'll take our region, right? They ask for what? Quantity, isn't it? How many columns? Yes, so I'll take quantity. I'll take quantity now to where?
Yeah. Value.
Values, isn't it? Then I cannot answer my question. So the question was not how many others in the what? Central region. But you know, and that thing again is that even so remember, so this is my region, this is my total, this is total quantity.
Can I interrupt?
Yes,
I don't know. I think one of us, our mic is on, so it's giving a background sound. Anybody who's here? Victor, I don't know if he's there with us. He can please mute your mic.
All right,
thanks.
thank you. Yeah.
Please, hello, excuse me. Please, I can't see any of the participants. I don't know if I'm on call. I don't know why. I cannot see.
Are you using your phone or you are using laptop?
No, I'm using my laptop.
If you're using your laptop, you will see it.
Did you see participants below?
Yeah, I see participants.
Click on it now.
I click on it. I can't see the faces.
You see something, you say somebody.
You are the only one that is on the video.
So you just press it.
Okay, I'm the only one on video.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
So that's why it's not selected.
Okay. I want to be sure whether I'm the only one. So thank you.
All right, don't worry. People are here with you. The spirit.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks. Great. So at this point here, you know, I can take off this, right? In terms of transactions, for example, I can even take the same region. Can you see that? I will even take the same region and put it here. It should not count based on the transaction. So this one can be number of orders. Can you see that? So this one can be quantity, or it can be what? Number of transactions in terms of number of orders or number of times that somebody has ordered. So you see, when we are putting these variables, we must be specific what we are trying to analyze, isn't it? And to quickly plot our charts, how do we plot our charts? How do we plot our charts?
Alt T.
Eh?
Alt T. Okay.
To plot your charts. Shortcut.
Alt F5.
Alt F1. Thank you very much.
Okay, at F1.
Alternative F1. Okay. And remember that when we are working, we have 3 sheets. What are the sheets? What are the 3 sheets?
Data analysis.
Your data sheet, your analysis sheet, and your what?
Report.
Sheet.
So this one you have on your pivot table is your analysis sheet. This is your what? Analysis sheet. Okay. Now you now have a new one and paste your what report, isn't it? Then you start building what reports there. You remove the grid lines, build all the reports and the rest. So this is the process that you have been doing in your Excel. Okay. But you see, over time, the challenge that you have is that when you are working with Excel, you see here where you have share, right? You can now do it online. You see, but before, you know what you mostly do? You send it as email. So when you send as email, you send the report. If there's an error there, you send it back to you. You make your correction. You send it back again. So if you're sending it back and forth, you know that in the process, somebody may not have the complete data because you must have adjusted something there, isn't it? So at one point, the data may not be the same. So which means if there's any error there, that means somebody will have the updated one, somebody will not have the updated one. Okay. So because again, you also see that sometimes you will need what data from different what sources. You will need data from what different what sources. So that's why the Power BI, the Microsoft team, they come up with a tool called Power Pivot. Have you heard of Power Pivot before? Have you heard of Power Pivot?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And that Power is just like your pivot table. It's just like your pivot table. Okay. But at the, can you see Power Pivot here? Can you see the Power Pivot here? Can you see the Power Pivot here?
Yeah.
So most time you get this data from different sources. Just imagine you are in finance, right? You need data from marketing, you need data from operations, you need data from HR, you need data from where again? Maybe communications, you need data from different people, isn't it? And at the end of the day, when you pull all this data, you now need to build what they call a data model. Okay, but the back end of this is what they call DAX, data analysis expressions. Okay, so that was when they came up with Power. I think this was from 2010. I think when they came up with all this, 2010. But again, you see, when this data come, because they are in different departments, and most times each department have their own format of the way they keep things. So you need to clean that data, transform that data. Okay, and that is very difficult with Excel unless your skill set is very good. Okay, so by 2013, they now came up with a tool called Power Query. Have you heard of Power Query before?
Yes.
Power Query. The language behind Power Query is called M. Okay, this is used for what? Cleaning and what? Transforming your data. Cleaning and transforming data. Then most time what we do is that over time, once we have done all our analysis, now we now need to present it in terms of PowerPoints, isn't it? To build our dashboard. Okay. So by 2015, they combined what? Your Power Pivot, your DAX, your Power Query, your M with your what? PowerPoint canvas, isn't it? So by 2015, they came up with a software known as what? Power BI, Business Intelligence. Can you see that? So that what gave rise to what? Power BI. Okay, and ever since, they have been updating and updating and updating and updating and updating. Okay, so you now see that all the stress that you have been doing in your Excel, once you have it in Power BI, your reporting becomes very easy. Reporting becomes very easy. Okay, and in Power BI, what we are going to see is that you see visualization. The way you do your visualization in your Excel, right? It's a bit manual. It's a bit manual, isn't it? So you see that you have to take it to to pivot table. From pivot table, you now drag your variables, isn't it? And that is the same way you work in Power BI. Just drag and drop. Power BI. Am I sharing my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you see my
Yes,
screen?
it's loading.
Yes.
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 So you see at this first stage now, can you see that you can have get started, download the sample, watch our training videos, you see everything. They want to even help you. Okay. So you see this Power BI now, right? There are three aspects to it, right? So you have what you have downloaded is called Power BI Desktop. What you have downloaded is Power BI what? Desktop.
Desktop.
That's what you have on your desktop. But what makes Power BI nice is that it's because it's on the cloud. So there's also another one called Power BI Service. Power BI what? Service. Okay. If you go on your Microsoft, you go to either your Play Store or your apps, your App Store. There's also what? Power BI Mobile. Has anyone used Power BI Mobile before? Power BI mobile. So
No.
whatever you have done on your desktop, you push it to the cloud, right? Once you push it to the cloud, you can either consume it either on your tablet or on your mobile phone. So as you are doing the report, you can see the report and you can click and it's interactive. Okay. So what we are working with here is what? Power BI desktop. Please take note. It is Microsoft, which works mostly on what? Windows. Okay. For those of you with Mac, you may not be able to install it unless you go and have a virtual machine to run Windows. Then that Windows, you now install it. Or I think the service, but you need to be subscribed. You need to have you need to register online to at least have some free part of the service. Okay, so it's mostly for those with what Windows. All right, and you are going to see that Power BI, to learn Power BI will not take you more than 10 minutes in terms of reporting, because there are 3 different aspects of it. First of all, you need to extract the data. Okay, you need to extract the data from different sources, and we are going to see that we have more than 100 sources we can connect to Power BI. So we need to extract the data. The next thing we need to do, remember the analysis part. Here, what we call is, you hear of ETL. Have you heard of ETL? Have you heard of ETL before? Extract, transform what? And what? Load. So you need to clean and transform the data. Clean and transform your data. So you extract the data, clean and what? Transform what? The data. Okay? Now, after you have cleaned and transformed the data, when you are building your reports, you may also need to build what they call measures. You need to build what they call measures. And this is where your DAX now comes in. Your DAX, data analysis expression. See, everything here is still in Excel. Then before you talk about what? The visualization. To learn visualization here will not take you more than 10 minutes. But take note, visualization is the least of your problem. This is where the 2 major problems is. Your transformation and what? Your DAX. Okay? So these are the things that we are going to be looking at. How do I extract the data and quickly build the reports? How are we going to clean and transform the data, build the reports? How are we going to what? Build some DAX measures and build the reports. So once you can go through all these, then you are okay with what? And that thing again is that most times we can also connect this into using SQL. We can also connect it using what? Python. You can also connect it using what? R. So right inside Power BI, you can write your SQL script, you can write your Python script, you can write your R script. Okay, so that's why Power BI is a very robust tool. And it's still the, in fact, for many organizations now, you see that there is a Power BI or Tableau. So it all depends on what the preference is, okay? But Power BI is easier for you to learn. So once whatever organization you are, if you have learned Power BI, it will be easy for you to transit to Tableau. Very easy. So are we good to go? Those of us downloading, have we downloaded now and installed? Those of us who are downloading, have we downloaded Power BI now?
Yes, sir.
All right, you have installed it now, isn't it? So you have something like this opened. Okay, great. So you have something like this open now, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you check your own, if you check your Power BI, if you check your Power BI, so for example, go to help. Can you see help? Can you see your help? Help. Help. Can you see about?
Yes.
What version do you have? What version do you have?
July 2022.
July 20. You see, mine is when?
March.
March. Sometimes I need to go and update my own.
July.
You see that? So your own July, your own is still the latest, yours is the latest. So man, I have to go and download and install it. Because my own app store, my own store directly still gives me errors. So I can't, it doesn't update automatically. I have to review it manually. Okay. So that's fine. So that's how you check which one is your own. But once you have downloaded through the Microsoft Store, it will update automatically for you. Now, all the trading videos, can you see trading videos? Once you click trading videos, there is a whole lot of trading videos, documentation on this. So they have a lot of resources for you. Can you see example, data set? If you want data set, there's data set for you. Okay. So you see, they will try to help you as much as possible to learn, especially in this day and age. Learning has now become very easy. So everything is now online. Everything is now what? Online. Okay, everything is now what? Online. Good. So this is a sample data set that they already have. A sample data set that they already have. Okay. So what we are going to see is that once we get our data, right? Once we get our data sets, so maybe I can just show you this. Okay, let me close this one. Okay, good. So let me open it again for you. So once we open our Power BI, right, you will notice that on that your Power BI, if you want to get started, you can just say get data here. Can you see that? Get data here. If you have been working with data set before, you can pick it here or open other reports. Okay. But if you don't want that, then what you can just do, just close it here. But here you can see where to learn. If I click on that, it will take me to a new this thing. Can you see the video here? Is the video playing here?
Yes.
Yes, it's playing.
Is the video playing here?
Yes.
So you can see an introduction of.
You can use the Get Data button right from this welcome screen. Use the ribbon data section to choose amongst popular or recent sources, or use the Canvas walkthrough. But what if you don't have your own data? You can use our sample data set to get started. You can find our sample with a blank area on the report canvas. And to format all my visuals at once, I can change the theme from the View tab in the ribbon and use the Themes dropdown. Wow, this looks great. Let's save this report. I also want to be able to share and collaborate with colleagues on this. So I'll need to publish my report up to the Power BI service. Here I choose the workspace destination, like my workspace, and publish. When I open my report in the Power BI service, I can see what my report readers will see. I can also interact with my report. If I wanted to see just a particular country's data, I can cross-highlight by choosing a country from the map. Or I can use my slicer to filter to just 2014's data, and you'll see all the other visuals update according to my selection. Okay, it's time to share my insights with others. At the top, I select the Share button, and here I can type in email addresses for one colleague or a whole group to view and access my report. Woohoo! You just learned all the basics to get started with Power BI Desktop. Get data, transform data, build and format visuals, save, publish, and share. As you embark on your Power BI journey, our community is a great resource to ask questions and interact with others. You can also suggest and vote on new feature ideas on our ideas site. Thanks for watching.
Do you see that to learn Power BI, in 5 minutes they are finished teaching you Power BI? But you see, learning this Power BI, yes, it is easy to use this thing, right? To learn it in 5 minutes, okay? But that's just the visualization. That is on the assumption that the data is clean. But most time, this data is not clean. So the first step is that we need to get our data. So once we want to get our data, we need to ask the question, where is the data stored? Is it an Excel file? Is it a CSV file? Is it on the database? Is it on the website? Okay. So we need to connect our data. So for example, we have that Microsoft Word. That's our Excel workbook, isn't it? Basic Excel workbook, right? So that's an Excel file. So what do? I'll come here, import data from Excel. Can you see your workbook? Can you see your workbook? I'll
Yes.
click on that and say open. I'll say open. So which sheet do we want to work with? Which sheet do we want to work with? Remember what we said, that once you are working in Excel and you have a table there in Excel, what's the first thing you need to do? What's the first thing you need to do? Once you have an Excel file and your data is
Into your table.
you need to convert to an Excel table and label your table. Isn't it?
Yes.
Now, anyone you see with blue like this, blue means what? Is a table. Why anyone you see like this is a sheet of an Excel table over a sheet? What's the advantage of having an Excel table over a sheet? Yes?
The table is easier to analyze now.
It is easier to analyze. Okay. What again? It is easier to analyze. Yes. What again?
Easier to update.
It is easier to update, isn't it? Now, the major reason for using an Excel table is because of automation. Because once you update, once your data updates, right? All you do in your report is just click refresh. You quickly do the cleaning, do the transformation for you, and build your report. So that is why best practice, always use what the one that has table. Can you see that? So I can look at it. This is the table here. So if this is what I want, I'll just click load. But most time in practice, your data is never clean. So that's why you need to transform the data. Okay? But for now, we are going to just load the data. So load data. Load. So we are going to load the data. We are going to load the data. Good. So it has been loaded. So can we see now customer? Can you see that now customer? Has it been loaded?
Sorry, Dr. Francis, my load is not enabled. I don't know why.
Make sure you select the file you want. Check the file that you want.
Which file are we picking now? Because
you know we have many sheets. Have you opened the file? Have you put the
Excel workbook?
Yes. Have you opened it?
Yes.
Is there anyone with a blue tick on the side?
There's no one. No.
So that means use a convert to table. Use the one called convert to table.
Convert to table. Okay.
Yes, check it.
Okay.
Then can you see load down? So you need to first of all select the table. So remember, best practice, always ensure that that's your table you want to use. You convert it to a table first. Is that clear?
Yes.
Always convert to a table. Yeah. All right. So everybody, have we got our data now? Have we got our data now?
Yes.
Good. So once your data comes in, this is your canvas. This is your canvas. It's like your PowerPoint, like your PowerPoint. This is your canvas here. It's like your what? PowerPoint. Remember how you are doing your presentation in your meetings, isn't it? So this is like your PowerPoint. So that your report will be built here. Because in Excel, we would have gone to view, remove grid lines. So you have already removed all the grid lines. So this is your what? Report. Can you see your report? So this is your report. The next one is your data. Can you see your data? So this is your data. This is your data. And the next one is your what? Model. Your data what? Model. So if you remember, we extract the data, we transform the data, isn't it? Now, another thing we need to do is to also build a model, because sometimes your data can come from different sources. So we need to connect the tables together. So we do that by building what they call a data model. And how well you understand data modeling depends on your knowledge on SQL or database management generally. And that's why we said that when you look at your tables, there are several things we must try to do. One of them is that every table must have a unique identifier. It is that unique identifier that we now use to try to connect to other words tables. Okay, so this is what the data word model. So once you have done that, once you have gone through it, every other thing we need to do, field, and that name for field, you know a table, right? A table is made up of what? A table is made up of what? Rows. Which one is row? Which one is column?
The vertical is column, the horizontal is row.
So this is what? Column, isn't it? Why this is what? Row, isn't it? Your columns are referred to as what? Fields. Your column, they are called what? Fields or attributes. At much later, we'll see where they call it attributes. Here, they call it what? Fields. Can you say field? So field means what? Field means what?
Column.
Means column now.
Your columns. So when you sit down, all you are seeing here, they are all your columns. Can you see that they are all your columns? Okay. Another thing you need to remember, Excel, right? Excel. How does Excel identify a row? How does Excel identify a row?
Letter. Is it by
How does Excel identify
by numbers?
By what?
1, 2, 3. Number.
How does Excel identify a column?
By letters.
Letters.
By letters.
Alphabets. Yeah.
Where the row and column meet is called what?
Is cell.
It's called what? A cell.
Cell.
And remember that Excel works with what? Cells. Excel works with what? Cells. That's why we can put the cell there and drag it and work it, isn't it? Excel work with what? Cells. Power BI work with what? Columns. Take note too. Power BI works with what? Columns. So when it's doing calculation, it's not calculating it cell by cell or row by row. It's calculating it by what? Columns. Take note. Are we there? Did we get this?
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Good.
Take that middle. Yeah.
Hello, doctor.
Yes.
I'm finding it difficult to download the Power BI to my laptop, and I don't know, it's taking time.
What is the problem? What is the problem?
It's just taking time. It will take like up to an hour before I could download. I don't know if I'm downloading the right version.
Except your internet. Okay, don't worry. Just what can we do for you? Just leave it. Let it be downloaded. Don't be in a hurry.
I think it takes time for some people. My own too took a long time before it downloaded.
Just allow it. It should be your network. That's why it's taking time. But that's fine. Just leave it.
Just allow it. It takes time. Mine is still downloading. So,
Please,
I started from the beginning of the class.
The Excel that I click is not loading. It's not highlighting the loading.
Yes,
But-
now that you need to check. You need to check the table that you want to use now.
Okay.
Check the table you want to use, whether it is a convert to table, whether you have any table name. Anyone with a blue tick, anyone you see with a blue this thing there, use it. That's a
And
table,
that's
Excel table.
That's what I clicked.
So did you check it? Did you check it? You say you check it there.
Dr. Francis, please, a question.
Yes,
I've highlighted the workbook, but it's the transform data is not enabled. So what, and the load? So what can be the problem here?
And that's the question she asked now. Okay, let's do it
Oh,
again.
okay.
That's the question again. So I say workbook, right? Can you see my screen here?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not loaded. There's nothing to load here. Is it not? This is what you're saying now.
Yes.
You need to come and check it here for it to come out.
Okay. I've done that. It's highlighted now.
Thank God.
Thank
Can you see that?
Okay.
You know, I keep saying.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. always make sure you attempt it yourself, because when you're watching me do it, it will look as if it's easy. But when they leave you to do it on your, you'll be wondering, but I saw when they brought data now. So always try to attempt it, isn't it? Try to attempt. All right, good. So now we have our data here, isn't it? So everything about field require, what does field mean? When you say field, what does it mean? Field.
Column.
This your columns, that's your column names. Everything for column names, exactly. Then this is our visualization. That's why when you go to Excel, when you go to insert, all those your visuals, most of them you see them here. But this one you have more. Okay, more. Then filters. You know how you have your filter, your slicers? You know how you have your slicers?
Yes.
You also have a slicer here. You have a slicer button here. But that slicer is what will help you to filter. And you know that when you have your Excel, sort and filter. You remember your Excel, sort and filter. So this everything is just to filter. So they are either you filter on the page, on this particular page, or you filter on all pages. So it now depends on where you want to filter, whether it's just only on this page or on all pages. But for now, we are not bothering ourselves with all this. Okay, so we can close it. Close. Can you see that? You see your page will become larger if you want to present. So fields, so you can come here. Visuals, you can come here. Page 1. Remember, just like in Excel, where I have page 1, page 2. Best practice. Always label your words, sheets. So the same thing that happens here. Always label your pages. If you want to delete it, I can delete it. So you want to delete, yes. But remember, it's the same thing like Excel sheet. You cannot do undo, no Control Z. So be sure. So I can delete that. Yes, okay. So I'll label here, whatever report, maybe we'll say profitability report. Okay, so you label your worksheet. Is that clear? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, if you want to get your data from other sources, so this is your Excel workbook, Power BI data sets, and the rest. This is a CSV file or text file. This is from the web. If you go to more, you see all of them. You see all of them here. So I go to more. More. All right, can you see that? So this is all. Can you see all of them? You see how many there are? So if I go to file, can you see the file? So either an Excel file, a CSV file, a folder, even a PDF file, you can even import data from PDF. Your database, can you see your database? Or your database. Okay. Now the ones, even your SAP. Okay, but this one, I think this one's for enterprise version. Okay. MySQL, Postgres, SQL Server, right? Power Platforms, Azure, online services, right? Online services. Can you see even those using the Microsoft Dynamics, QuickBooks, those who are accountants. But I think those ones are for enterprise. So when you are seeing better, although I don't think they have released them fully yet. Then you have others. So you see, you have so many sources to get what data. So many. Can you see even your Python and R? Can you see your Python and R here? Hadoop, big data. All right. So basically, what we are going to be working with is either an Excel file, a CSV file, a database, or a website. So those are the 4 we are going to show. Okay, but over time. But your own organization, these are what you work with most time, unless you have an enterprise version that you can connect to other ones. But now, once we have seen where to get the data, then we can start working. Is that okay? So all you do, remember in your Excel, what you'd have done was, for example, which category or which region is the most profitable, isn't it? So what do? We'll just drag region. Just drag region here. Isn't it? Drag regions. Then go and drag what? Profits. Can you see profit? I'll just drag profits here. Can we see that? So why it's good that you put it on tables first is so that you will see, you know, in your pivot table, isn't it? This is like your pivot table, isn't it?
Yes.
Is that what you do in your pivot table? Then from here you can now plot your charts. It's exactly what we are doing here. exactly what we are doing here. Okay. So if I want to do another one again, what do I do? I'll click away from it. I'll click away from it. I can drag, let's say, which other one? I'll have segments by what? Profits. Now take note. Before you come here, it is the questions. You must have questions that are guiding you, isn't it? You must have those questions that are guiding you. Otherwise, you know what you will be doing? You'll be doing trial and error. Anything that it gives you, take it.
Please, sir, I observed that after I unclick the region and the profits, it became blank.
Yes, you come here to be blank now. Yes.
Okay.
Then you can now go and select another one. Maybe
Okay,
ship
thank
mode. You cannot drag ship mode by profits. Can you see that? You cannot drag ship mode by profits. Can you see that? So if I am building my reports, you see that I say to use Power BI, as long as your data is clean, report will not take you more than 10 to 20 minutes, unless you want to now do the aesthetics to make it look very beautiful, to build more beautiful reports. Okay, but otherwise, just drag and drop. Is this one too hard?
No.
Is this too hard to do?
No, sir.
This is the easiest part. This is the list of your problem. Okay, but for those of us who are just learning it for the first time, you see that it's not difficult to learn at all, and it's very user friendly. But just know that before you come here, you will have questions that are guiding you. Okay, you have questions that are guiding you. It's just like that your pivot table and charts. That's all. You just drag, drop, drag, drop, drag and drop. That's all. Okay. So these tables, the reason why you put them on tables first, so that you see, okay, does this thing make sense? Does this data make sense? Okay, does it make sense? Okay. Then next thing you can now do, you can quickly change to a visual. Can you see that you can switch to a visual, whatever visual you want? Because later we'll try and go through almost all the visuals to see when to use them. Okay, here I can use this.
Sorry, sir, how do you just say visual just now?
Just click. Can you see? For example, I come here. Look at this one here. Let me take. So I'll just drag this one. Can you see? This one is highlighted, isn't it? I'll switch to a data set. I'll just switch on any of the charts. That's all.
Okay, so can we
No,
change
I
back
didn't
to-
see what you did. So that means your data will not show. It's just the
That your data will not show again. You know your data is already in the table format already.
Okay.
So
Your
what
data
did you
is-
click?
Then you do it again. I didn't see what you did.
Sorry, am I performing magic? Wait, watch.
Please start from getting the
Watch.
table, please.
So watch now. I'll drag segments. Have you done that? Segments. Are you there?
Yes.
I will now drag profits.
Okay.
Are you there? Now I've seen it. Okay, this one makes sense for me. All right, so now I can plot a chart. I'll just put a chart there. Then I can now drag it and fit it.
Oh, sorry, doctor. Can we convert this back to the table? Just
Yes,
for...
now look at if I click here now, I come back to table.
Okay.
Or matrix. This is your matrix, actually the one that is like your pivot table in Excel. This is your matrix here. Because for example, if I want to also add, let's say category, I can add category to columns. You remember your pivot table?
Yes.
This is like your pivot table.
Okay.
Then I can have it like this. So if I just want to present it this way, I can present it this way.
Okay.
Dr. Francis, can you
Yeah.
add another variable without converting it back to table? Maybe it's already in the chart form and you just want
Yes,
to.
now. See,
okay.
see, as the spirit leads, let me just drag. For example, what do you want to pick? Let's say I want to pick segment on profit. This one here. I just drag it on it. Can you see that?
Okay. Okay.
Can you see that?
Yes.
I don't need to bother myself. I can take it out. I can take sales out of it. I can just cancel here. I don't want sales there. I only want that. In case I need something else, maybe category, I'll just take category, drop it, just drop it on the chart here. You calculate it on its own.
Hmm.
It's just drag and drop, nothing else, drag and drop. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Does
sir.
does it feel easier than Excel when you're building your charts in Excel?
Very quick.
Yes.
Dr.
Yes,
Francis,
it
I have
does.
a question.
Yes.
Yeah, suppose my values change along the line. How do I change
Doctor,
my
please, I have a
values?
question.
Hold on,
Suppose
let
my
me answer.
values,
Yes. Suppose which value change now?
like now, this my table now, maybe my value changes in the course of doing this. How do I quickly change
Your value
it?
cannot change here. Your value will change except the updates. Are you talking about when they update your data?
Yes.
Once you update your data, as long as it's an Excel table, all you do is come here and click refresh.
Okay, refresh.
That's all. And
Excuse
everything
me,
will
sir.
update. Yes.
So sorry for dragging you back. So I just finished downloading the Power BI, and
Thank
I've
God.
imported data from the basic workbook. So I want to know what categories I'm supposed to click so I can be on the same page with you.
Okay, you don't really have to. See, you don't really have, so what we are doing, we are taking region by profit, region by ship mode, profit by category. So I will just look at it. I will do it one more time. Just take, for example, take category, drop it here. Are you there? Take profit and drop it there. Have you done that? Have you done that?
No, I haven't done that. No, I mean, when I'm importing data itself, not this particular stage you're in.
Okay, data. So when you come, can you see import from data, import from Excel? Or click here on get data, or click here get data, Excel workbook.
Yes, I've imported data.
And once you import data, you see your fields here now. You see your fields here now.
The page I'm seeing right now is the navigator option.
Which navigator option now?
Maybe he needs to go to field. Go to.
Can you share your screen? Can you share your screen?
You are seeing those sheets listed, customer and the likes, right?
Can you share your screen? Share your screen. Share your screen.
Okay.
Now select customers. Yeah.
Okay.
Load. That's it. Load. That's all.
Don't I transform data first?
No, just click load. We have not got it there yet.
Okay.
That's why you see, once you have learned Power BI, gradually you forget Excel. Because life becomes very easy in Power BI.
So can you analyze data with Power BI and totally leave Excel?
Yes, now. All you have been doing in your Excel is what you have given you here to do. They have given you the power here. Okay. So click on your customer. Can you see where you have customer name there? Click on your customer. You drop down exactly. So drag category, drag your category. Drag it, drop it. Then take profit or sales, anyone you want. Profits. Drag profits. Profit. Look at profit. It's arranged in alphabetical order. So
on the same place or beside?
The same place now. Huh? That's all. Then click on any of the visual. Click on any of the bar. No. Click on any of the bar. Just leave all those things. So I've not got it there yet. Click on any of them. Yes. That's all though.
The question, please, Dr. Francis.
Yes.
You said once we're very good at Power BI, we can forget about Excel. But when it comes to like getting your data together, imputing your data and all that, can we do that here? Or this is just for visualization and analysis?
Don't worry, I'm going to see it now. Everything will be done here. I said this is still Excel.
Okay. All right.
Everything I see here is still Excel.
Can clean data here too.
Everything I see here is Excel. It's just as long as you understand how Excel is working at the background. That's what we are going to be doing here. Sorry, just delete that. Press delete. Press delete.
Okay, so doctor, what you're saying is that all those commands that we see in Excel, Power BI carries the same thing in the background.
As a Power BI, I showed the history of Power BI now, isn't it? Everything is Excel.
Okay.
The combination.
Everything is Excel. Excel is like the grandfather.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So you understand what we are doing now? Just drag and drop that. We're not doing anything miraculous here. So you see that your report in Excel, you'd have done a lot of editing and this to carry it here, isn't it? But here you see how straightforward it is, right? Now take note when you see your data, when you look at your data. Remember we said that if we look at data, when we talk about nature of data, what do we mean by nature of data? Nature of data, what do you understand by
qualitative or quantitative?
See, that is what?
Qualitative or quantitative?
Yes, quantitative data or what?
Qualitative data.
Anyone you see summation here, and what's the difference between these two? Qualitative and quantitative. What's the difference between qualitative and quantitative?
Quantitative, you can perform.
Quantitative has numeric.
Qualitative is not numeric.
Exactly. So that's why you see something like this. You see this. What is this sign? What is this symbol?
Summation.
So anyone you see summation, it means that what? It is what?
Quantity.
If you don't see any symbol there, this is what?
Qualitative.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now remember again that in Excel, what are the data types in Excel?
Number,
Text.
text,
Boolean.
and Boolean.
Strings of.
Then you have your formula, isn't it?
Formula.
Or functions, exactly. So these ones, Excel has, Power BI has all of them, including your formulas. Power BI has all of them. So what you do, for example, I click on category here. Can you see data type? Can you see data type here?
Yes.
I click category. Can you see that? What is data type here?
Yeah.
Text.
If I click here, profits. What is data type here?
Decimal number.
Number. So it's number. So what they just do, they only group them. Either as what? Number. You know, in Excel, this date is also a number. Isn't it? True or false is what?
Boolean.
Binary is what? Binary is what?
Binary is
Number.
Binary.
Binary.
Still 1 and 0. Is it like your Boolean?
1 and 0.
True or false? True or false?
True or false, exactly. Still like 3 or 4. So you see, it's the same way they are thinking about it.
How did you get here, Dr. Francis?
Look at now. I just click here. I just click on your field, any of your fields.
Okay.
Sales. It will show you the name.
Okay.
If I want to change the name, I now call here. I want to call the revenue.
So Dr. Francis, the difference between this now and Excel is that the Power BI already knows which is your value and
exactly, it's already.
So you don't need to start thinking, should I put it in columns of value or stuff?
No, they're already helping you there. Unless maybe that particular variable is something unique that you want to do. For example, if I take category here, category is a what? What's the nature of category?
Text.
Is a text, isn't it? Now, what kind of analysis can you do on qualitative data? What kind of analysis can you do on qualitative data?
For
can
the
do what? A count, isn't it?
Count.
Good. So automatically, when I drag category here, what is it going to do for me?
Going to count.
You see, it brought it up, but the only analysis I can do here, I'll switch it here and take it to what? A count. Can you see that now?
Okay.
It will now do what? A count. That is why it's important for you to understand how your what data is structured, isn't it? Know the component of your data. Know the questions you are asking. Identify which is qualitative, which is what quantitative. Because you're analyzing the qualitative by quantitative, qualitative by quantitative. That's all. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Is this clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. All right, so let's continue. Okay, good. So you now see you can just quickly just adjust your reports. So I can take whatever. Now, for those of you who learned fine arts in school, those of you who are artistic, now this is where your role now comes in, though, because there are some people because you see in this tech field, right, especially data science, right, you have different aspects. You have those who they call data engineers. You have those who they call data analysts. You have those who they call, you see data analysts, you see after you have built your report, you have what they call data visualization experts. Down this only to what visualize, to build this visualization tool. So they will make it so fancy. You wonder, how do they do all these things? So those of you who learned fine art in school and you're not blending with data, your role is now to become what? A data visualization expert. Those who learned mass communication in school, isn't it? And you like, you have been working on TV series. Now you can also come as a role for you, data storytelling experts. You see that? So there's always a role for you. If you learn linguistics, that's a language, isn't it? You see something here called Q&A. Can you see Q&A? Can you see Q&A? Is natural language processing. It's just like an AI tool. But you see, it is linguistics and you are building with technology. There's also a role for you here. So you see, irrespective of your field, there's a role for you. So that's why I say, whatever role you are playing, whatever unit you are in, just make that role analytical. That's all. Think of how to measure the variables. Think of how to structure and get the data. Then you now think of the tool you are going to use to analyze. But it's the same thing we are using all through. And how you are going to interpret that data will be much more better than somebody who is just a general data analyst. So now you see the role of a data analyst now become more specialized. So you now have somebody with a particular domain expert in that field. So instead of me saying I'm looking for a data analyst or I'm looking for a data scientist, they will say I am looking for a marketing data scientist. I'm looking for a marketing data analyst. It's not one specific because of your domain knowledge. All right. All right, great. So let's go through. So let's quickly try to build a quick report. So here we want to build only everything about profitability. So what else do you want to see again in this your data? What else do you want to see in this data?
Like customer.
Each other.
You want to see what?
The way you can.
Okay, what about by region? Okay. By region, profitability by region. Okay, yes. Then, yes, what again?
Customer by region.
Customer by region.
Or the best 5 customers.
Now look at see what we are doing there. This is a profitability report, which means everything we want to do here is about what?
Profit.
It's about profits. So we are going to analyze profits in different dimensions. We can do another one called what? Sales reports. You get, so let's say for example, okay, let's finish. Let's add maybe 1 or 2 more. Let's say 2 more. Let's do 2 more.
Sales by product ID.
Sales
by product ID.
Product ID. What is product ID? It is better you use your product name. It is better I use what product, because that product name is what you are trying to do there. So I'll take, so I want to determine the most profitable product, isn't it?
Yes.
The most profitable product. Where's my data? You see why when you have your data, you must ensure the names are quite short. Otherwise, if it's long like this, you will see how messed up it will look like. All right. So we have that. So if we were to plot a chart of it, what do we do? Let's see if I have this. But you see, can you see that the data, they are quite long, right? So what do we need to do? Whenever you have data like this, what do you do?
Can we say best 5 or something?
Thank you. So you want to do like a top 5 or top 10 products, isn't it? By profits. Okay, so what do we now do here? That is where you now come in to filter. Can you see that? So if I come to my product name, can you see filter type? What does happen? You notice that the product names are so many, isn't it?
Yes.
So I want to build it into a top 10. I want to get my top 10 products by profits. So what do? I'll come here to filter. Can you see filter?
Yes.
Yes.
You see something like this. You see something like this. You see something like your product name. Come to your product name and click this drop down here. Are you there? You see basic filtering. Click a drop down again. Can you see top end? Can you see top end?
Yes.
So click top end. So top what now? I want top 10. Is it not? Top 10 what? I want top 10 profits. Isn't it? So I'll add value. Can you see add by value, top profits?
Okay.
Are you there? Then click apply filter. And you're done. So this is now my top 10.
Sorry, doctor, I missed that.
Yeah, please take it again, no, please.
All right. Product name. This product name. By profits. Is it not? By profits. I'll drop profit there. So you can see that is doing the calculation. Good. Now, next thing I want to do, I would like to build my, so we have the charts there, isn't it? We have the chart there. So what do we do? Come down here. Can you see your product name? Come down to your product name. Are you there? You see your filter. You see your filters here. Can you see your filters? So click on that filters. Filter on this visual. So product name. Can you see product name?
Yes.
Yes. Drop down there. Are you there?
Yes.
Can you see basic filtering? Click the drop down again.
Yes.
Can you see top end? Top end.
Yeah.
So click it there. Top end.
Okay. Put 10.
To 10 exactly. If it's top 10, top 5, put it there. But if you want the bottom, you can switch it to bottom. So that's top 10. Okay. Now by value, which value are we trying to analyze by? It's profit, isn't it? So I will drag my profit to where? By values. Is this clear?
Yes.
So once you are done, just click apply filter. And that's it. So now we can identify our top 10 products. Clear?
Top, bottom.
Same process.
All right.
Process, you pick bottom.
Okay, let's do another one. Let's say our top 10 customers or our top 10 profitable customers. So I'll take customer name, drop customer name, right? Take profits, drop profits. let's say I want to build a chart like this, isn't it? So what do I do? I'll come to where now? Where will I go to?
Filters.
Filter.
Yes, filters. We're in filters.
Filters in this visual.
Filter on this, we click on the drop down.
Yes. Which drop down am I clicking? Customer name or profit? Which one?
Customer name.
Customer name.
Customer name.
So what next?
Basic filtering.
Basic filtering.
Top end.
Maybe
we can take top, but okay, top
Maybe
top 5.
or bottom 5.
Okay, 5. So you want bottom 5.
Bottom 5. Okay.
Okay.
Pick the VAT, the variable.
Which one? Which one are we taking? Profit.
Profit.
Then what next?
Apply filter.
How's it now?
Dr. Francis?
Yes.
I really.
You know why data is like this, right? You know why it's like this?
It's bottom 5.
No.
Because there are losses. Can you see there are losses?
Negative.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, please. But if you want top 5, I can switch to
Okay,
top
change it to top 5. Let's see.
Top 5, yes. That's top 5. Okay. Yes, please.
Yes, sir. I actually do work on a report similar to this on a regular basis in the office, monthly basis. But I also do something in Excel such that after getting this top 10, I will also now try to summarize the remaining category that is not in this top 10 into one particular category. I'll just put it, change it to others, and now see their contribution to the total statistics. So if I were to be like, we have top 10 now, if I want to now say others, how can I include that one in this particular kind of chart?
If you are doing that one, that's when we're not talking about that. You're not customizing your insight.
Because I used formulas on Excel actually to be able to get it. I'll just say sum of total.
Exactly. So those formulas, so this formula, so your DAX is your formulas now.
Aha. Okay. Good.
We'll get to DAX. We'll get to DAX.
Okay, sir. All right. Good.
You know you're a consultant now, so you know we are still less privileged. We have not reached you yet.
I'm learning from you. All these things you teach, you are using it to bamboozle everybody.
Doctor.
Yes.
Yeah, after I selected the top end, bottom 5 by value, how did you put profit by value?
Okay, I just dragged it now. Everything is just dragged.
Okay, because my apply is not activating.
Yes, you need to drag that.
Okay, that's correct. Thank you.
All right, good.
How about if I want to make it in such a way that it's automatic? I just check a date and the figures, everything just change automatically. Just adjust itself.
If what?
Say, for example, I just pick a date, maybe I'm picking 2017, just to have a clear view of what is really happening.
Okay, what happened in 2017, right? Okay.
I know that. So
what you're talking about, that is slicer. That is slicer. So what I can do, I can click on slicer. Can you see your slicer? Or what I can do, let me drag dates. Let me drag dates. So I'll drag dates here. You now see that this your date is broken down into what? Day, month, quarter, year. So which one do you want? You said by year, right?
Quarter a month. And year.
Okay, let's do
year. So I can check
quarter and month. So I will take out day, I'll take out year, I'll take out quarter. I'll leave only month first. Okay. Then can you see slicer? Can you see slicer?
Yes, quite.
I'll put slicer there. I'll put slicer there. So this is one that you want, isn't it? The next one, you say you want to see what? By quarter.
Yes, quarter.
I'll drag again. I'll take out day, I'll take out month, I'll take out year. I'll only leave what quarter. Okay, so I'll switch it to what a slicer. Can you see that? So if I put quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, in May, in August, do you see that? So let me do another one for year. You understand what's happening now, right?
Francis, this slicer is easier than Excel.
Is what?
It's easier for me than Excel.
The slicer here.
Take the slicer method slowly, please, so that those of us that know this can catch up. Yeah.
Look at it. I'll take the date. I'll take it here. Isn't it? Now I want just what? Maybe what I just want here. Okay, let me take year first. I'll take out this, take out this, take out this. So I'm only left with the year. Is that clear? I'll just drag other dates because that way I have dates. I'll take out automatically, it will detect that it's day, month, quarter, and year. So I'll delete all of them except year. Then I'll switch, I'll just click here on what slicer. Can you see that? I'll click on what slicer. I'll take another one again. I'll take another one again. Pick another one again. I'll just take what other dates, drop. The same thing. I'll delete day, I'll delete month, I'll delete year. I am only left with quarter. Then I will now click on slicer again. I'll do another one again. It's the same thing. I'll click again. Take my other dates, drop it here. Take day, take quarter, take year out. I'm left with only what month. Then I'll click slicer again. Can we see that? So if I want to now edit it now, that means I want to now make sure it looks very clean. This will now have to be with a lot of editing. So you see, if I want just list, I'll just put it as a list like this. Can you see that to be a list? If I want it as a drop down, I'll put it like this. Can you see it to be a drop down here? If I click here, I say drop down. Can you see that I can click here and say drop down. Drop down. So it will not be looking like this. I'm sure you have seen reports that where they have all these their drop downs. It's just like building like an app. You know, in this case, as we are building this now, you know, we can also do it in such a way. If I come to view, can you see this is page view? Can you see mobile layout? Can you see mobile layout?
Where?
You can also design it for mobile phones. So how it will appear on mobile phone? That's why you see those of you who are interested in going to tech. This is another aspect of tech. Now you start seeing UI UX design. Have you heard of UI UX design? User interface, user experience. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Yes. So that's another aspect of tech. There is no coding. All you just do, just build out the layout, how you want it to look like, as long as the user can get what full experience from it. So you see, as you go into data visualization, you can gradually start going into all those product management, UI, UX designs. Now, all these are other aspects of tech, no coding. Okay. Then you can easily now say, okay, in 2014, in Q1, in the month of March, can you see that? What has happened? Can you see that? So as they're asking your question, you can keep drilling it down. Who asked the question? Is that clear?
Yes, Dr. Francis. One thing I was looking at is, take for example, maybe I just want to add a new column. I want to add a new column to the table. Maybe after doing this, I realize that I need to add a new column. Maybe trying to get a percentage contribution by each from each customer.
So you be here now. So here now you want to add a new column here.
I want to add a new column. So how do I implement it?
You come here and say new column now. But this is when we get to DAX. We have not entered DAX yet because this is now formula. So for example, you now say, I want to get, what do you call it now? What do you call it? What do you call it now? You want to get what?
Percentage contribution by each customer in terms of profits.
So how do you want to calculate it now?
That should be the total profit, the profit for each
Let's
one
say
divided
profit.
by total
So let's say profit by what now? By revenue.
Per customer.
Because per customer now, each of these per customer now. Let's say something like this, right? Right? Then you put your percentage there. But when we get to DAX, that's when we come and start talking about all these ones. Can you see that? So if I now come here now, yes, I created it now. It's just like Excel now, you are just adding. But the good part is that this one does not affect your Excel sheet too. This one does not affect your Excel
The
sheet.
data you uploaded, you just wait the data you load.
It's only taken as the source, that's all. Any other thing you are doing is on its own.
Is here, okay.
Yeah.
Or is this going to now be part of the one of the variables now for the?
Yeah, these are now the new variables. Yes, your analysis now.
Okay.
Yes. So for example, if I want to now present this one now, I want to now know my top customer by contribution. Is it not? Or by revenue contribution or whatever you have there. Okay. So if I was now to build that one now, the same way, I would have come here and I say, okay, customer name, I'll drop customer name there, and I will now take percentage contribution, drop it there. I want to do top 10, is it not? Top 10.
Yes.
I'll now take here. Isn't it? Where do I go again? Customer name, right? So customer name. Basic filtering,
top 10.
Top 10. Then I'll drag my contribution
contribution
and apply. So I did the same thing now. I did the same thing. The most profitable is what? Tamara. But you see, by contribution, this is not per customer, this is a different person. So these are now what you now see now. Isn't it? So you are now designing new measures. These are called measures. You're now designing new variables to now start getting more insight and understanding of what's happening in your data. Because naturally you would have not seen this in your data. So you now need to further drill down. You see? And you see, for you to have built this shows that you understand, you know, what is happening and what you are going to measure. And that is why your domain knowledge is very important as data analyst. Because somebody who's a data analyst generally will not be able to think about this. You will only build the general report, you know, and say this is it. But to start going deeper, you need what? Domain knowledge. Is this clear? Is this clear?
Yes, yes, it's clear. Yes, it's clear. But he just went over you didn't show the step by step to the new measure. Just maybe we'll do it next time.
All right, I should do it again. Well, did you get where I did it here?
We just created. Okay.
Did you understand what I did here? I went to the table, the data here now. Added new column.
Question is how you even got to this table.
Percentage.
I didn't know how it got to this table.
Okay, watch. You know, this is the report here, right? This is the report here. This is the report. You know, there are 3 sheets here. This is your report sheet. This is your what? Data sheet, and this is your data modeling.
Okay, I see it now. Okay.
So you come here to the data.
Okay.
Then I'll say new column. Let's say, for example, I want to, although we'll do this when we are going into DAX, but for now, since we're just introducing it, I'm just showing you how to just summarize your data, given that you don't have any computations you want to do. Okay. So if I let me delete this one, let me do it again. Delete. So for example, you see all your revenue now. If I want to put my revenue in, so when I click here, can you see when I click here now, it's not like your Excel sheet. So if I click here now, you remember how we used to put a Naira? I think we want to put Naira there. you can come here,
Mhm.
look for your Naira. See Ghana. Sure, this one they just brought this one.
Nigeria is not there.
So if I'm looking for Naira, so check where you see Naira, just in case I passed it. Just be checking.
And
Naira.
Maybe you see people Naira.
Yes, you see Naira. So
Edo Naira. Look at Edo Naira. Edo Naira.
where's
Naira there.
Edo. Where's Edo?
Come down. I saw Edo Naira now.
Oh, you saw Edo Naira. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure I will see, but I see someone. They have changed this one now. English Nigeria.
That's
This is a new one now. So click this one. So that is Naira. So you have your Naira there. Quantity profit, the same thing. Can you see recently used? So I'll just come here. Naira. So if I'm calculating a new column, now what do I do? New column. Are you there? So we called it what? Percentage what? Contribution per customer. Okay. So whatever formula it is, assume it is profit per customer, is it not divided by what? The revenue per customer. Is that it? Is that the formula you want to use? If that's the formula, then just press enter. You see, just like your Excel now. Was it not like Excel?
Sorry, I thought it was looking at the total profit or something. I thought that was
okay. If you are looking at the total profit, then you don't have to. That one is DAX. That is typical DAX measure. Start with measures. If we start DAX measure, most of us will run away from here. So let's not. So let's do step by step. Is that okay?
Okay. Take for example now. Immediately you save this.
Welcome.
It has generally affected. Immediately you save this now. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
You save this now. Definitely it has affected this cable in that field, in the feed column there. It has affected all of this. So now what happens? How do I ensure that whatever I import is not affected, but maybe other subsequent tables, I can still keep using other subsequent tables. Say, for example, this one has been affected. So if I want to go back to the original table I had before this, I can't go back to it. How do I do that?
Your original, this does not affect your Excel file. That Excel file is still there. And please take note.
But I affect it here.
Yes, here you can adjust it here, but your original file does not do it there. Now, the reason is that, you see, once you have brought your Excel file the way it is, that original file, just leave it. I don't adjust anything there, just leave it. Because the moment you change the structure of that table, all these your reports will scatter. You get? So that's why sometimes if they have been used to, maybe the way they have been bringing the data, they don't put it in the proper structure. They just bring any nonsense they like. They should be consistent without their nonsense. You get? Because the moment they have decided to go and change and add one column, all your reports will just go down. You have to start it all over again, because it's not the same structure.
Yeah,
that's
but Master, I thought you.
Yes.
Francis, I thought you said that we'll have to refresh for it to affect anything. So what if you don't refresh?
So the refresh we are talking about, when they add data to it, so the row they are adding data, but the moment they add another column, it's a different structure. So it's on the row.
So automatically to pick it.
Yeah, to pick it automatically, yes. But once they change the row, then it should change everything for you. We are going to see that when we are automating reports, when we are being automated reports.
Okay, Dr. Francis.
Okay. Yes.
Sorry to draw you back.
Yes.
In that field corner on the right side.
Yes.
Now under that other date, for that other date, mine is not showing that table icon. It's showing summation. That's why I couldn't go further.
Okay, showing summation here.
So how do I change it?
So once you click here, right?
Yes.
You see date type. So switch your own from that whole number to dates.
Okay. All right, done. Thank you.
Done. All right, great.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can we use Google as Google Live Sheets? Can we interface Google Live Sheets to this?
Yes,
to this
now you
program?
can do that now. So here,
Okay.
although because we are just starting all this now, so this is just Excel, right? So when I come to web, you see the URL.
Yeah.
You copy it and paste it here.
Okay.
And that's it now.
Perfect. All right. Thank you.
Paste it, yes.
Dr. Francis,
Yes, ma'am.
sorry, what if you want to work with 2 Excel sheets? So maybe you have like sales data in different Excel workbook. And
Yeah, that's it. So remember when we are picking the data, right? When we're importing the data, let me import this one now. So let's say I already have one here already, customer. Is it? So I want another one, expenses. I will select them now.
No, but they are both under the same basic Excel workbook. What if you want a different workbook entirely?
So as I brought you one now, okay, let me bring another one now. Get data, Excel. So I want another one. Let's say, okay. This is another one now. This is another data now.
Yeah.
Then I load it now. Then to now add to it. I see this is another one now.
But you can combine both in the same.
You can combine, exactly. So the combination of these two, you must look for a way they link. How we can link these two to, that's what they call data modeling. Can you see that? That's your data model. So maybe the only thing that they connect here can be dates. But all these ones are data modeling. So because this one, you must find a way to connect these two together. So once you can connect both of them together, then this is what they call data modeling. Yes. Any
This
other
one now,
question?
what's the unique identifier for that one now?
Which one?
That one is just for the data modeling.
This one?
Yes.
If
This
I
one
look
doesn't
at
have
the data
months.
now, so if I look at the data, so before you bring in all this, before you connect this thing, you must first of all have worked it out to understand what the unique identifier is. On this case now, there's no unique identifier here. You get? The only way we would have connected is to use the dates. But you see, the only problem here that these dates start from what? 2014. Why these dates started from when? This other one started from which period? This one started from when? 20. Okay, you still have 2014 here. Let us see. Months. But what I want to see is a one to many, many to one. Okay. Well, let me just leave it as many to many. Okay. So to connect it like that, do you see that? So now I can now connect type of plan. So I come here to type of plan now. I come here to type of plan. I will now come here to customer and now pick profits.
So what you used was many to many.
Yeah, that was many to many, yes.
Okay.
So I've connected.
Can you do that again, and Dr. Francis?
No, please, you guys don't stress yourself with this. We have not gotten to this stage yet. Please,
Okay.
We are going step by step. If you don't understand the basic one first, the others will be looking very technical. It's just for you to understand how to build your
Doctor.
Yes.
Will this recording be made available to us today?
IJ. Okay, the problem we have is that even when we get the recording now, it's hard to get to you guys across. So maybe somebody will take IJ's number. So IJ can share the link to any of them. So before they will admit them on the group. IJ, is it IJ there?
It's fine. Maybe I'll drop my WhatsApp number here. So
yeah, drop your WhatsApp number so you guys can contact him so you can share it for you guys.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think I missed like 5 minutes. I missed everything.
What did you
sorry.
miss? You have not missed. You didn't miss anything now.
Doctor.
Doctor, we need
Yeah,
you to.
I have a quick question, please.
Yes, please.
So for the top, the year, the quarter, and the month, how do you convert them to the drop down that they are? I missed that part.
Okay, here you just click on here. Can you see? Can you see here? Can you see here? Click. Can you see list? It was like this before.
Yes.
So I'll click here and say drop down.
All right, thank you very much.
But I'll still show you again how to convert them into boxes. So for example, but that's when we are doing the editing. When we're editing them, I'll come here to my properties. Can you see that? I'll come to slicer settings. Sorry, let me see. But what I'll just do, I'll come here and edit most of them. So you do most of the editing around here. Okay, but I don't want to bother ourselves with all these things for now. But we can edit all of them.
All right, thank you.
Settings and the rest. Yes. You can choose one, you can choose many. So it all depends on what you want. So that's the editing. But for today, all we are just doing is just to show how we can. So for example, if I want to put a title here, I can come here. I'll just come here. It's set just like your this thing. So I can call this one now profitability report. Profitability report. Okay, I can highlight that. Then maybe I can increase the fonts. So whatever, you can choose whatever this thing I want. I can make it bold. I can choose a particular font color. Can you see that? I can just edit it as much as I want to. Then I just take it there. Then just take it here and drop. So maybe I just expand that. Okay, profitability. You see, all this one is now like more of an art than a science, isn't it? These are now all more like artistic stuff you want to do.
Dr. Francis.
Yes.
Sorry, I have a question. I don't know if you can take the filter again. I'm trying to when I try to filter, my apply filter does not highlight.
Okay. The reason is that you did not take. Did you take profits to that value?
Oh, okay. No.
You drag that profit. To
How
that
do I
value.
do that? Where
just
is the
drag
value?
your profit to value. Drag your profit to value. Did it work?
Not yet. Everything is looking different now again. I don't know.
How is it looking different? Just copy it. Just copy it now. Just copy it.
This just show me on this screen. Okay, I've seen values here. Okay,
you have seen values, right? So look at it now. Which one do you use? Can you see that? If it's this one, just a segment, for example, segments.
Yes.
This is what you're talking about, Abby. So I'll take top 10, isn't it? Then I'll just drag profit to here by values.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
That was all now. Then just in case you now want to maybe, for example, have like, like if for most organizations now, you have your logo, isn't it? So you can come here, import, where you have image. So can you see image? Import image.
Is it all visual? Is it okay? Image, yes.
Yeah, so just go to insert image. Let's say a particular logo, you want that logo. Once you have brought that logo in, you can put your logo there. You are good to go. You are good to go. Then for those of you who want to, although much later, I'll show you how to see edit.
Dr. Francis.
Yes.
Sorry, that profitability report, how did you get that in there?
You just use insert
Text
text box.
box.
Text
Okay,
box.
okay. Thank you.
Text box. Just like Excel. Just like Excel. Just like Excel. Okay. Let me take this guy out. Let me take this guy out, and maybe I can turn this guy. Maybe it's come back here. Then much later, I will now show you when to use what reports, what charts, isn't it? So let's say, for example, I have this guy here. Then I can put this one here. Then here, I can expand this here. And I can expand this here. Maybe this one, I can put it this way. Good. And that's basically what we have there. I see. You can build your simple reports. Then maybe if you want to go to your view, then you can switch the colors as you wish. You can switch the colors as you wish. Switch them. If you want to edit them, you can edit them. Those who like black, you can put it this plot, and you have your reports. Can you see that?
Master Francis, sorry.
Yes,
So you can do all this on a free version.
yes, everything does. Everything I see here is free though. Everything here I see is free.
Okay, sir, please, I would like to ask. So
Yes.
someone that wants to build this now, that they must have the BI, Power BI,
Yes.
BI, right?
Yes.
Okay. But
Once
we
you
can
download
also
your Power BI,
export,
that's all. Yes. Huh?
we can also export to send to.
Yes, you can come here, just come here, export. But most time export as a PDF file.
Okay, okay.
Yes, export as a PDF file. So maybe let me show you the PDF file of it. So this is the PDF now. So if you want to now cut it, you can now cut it out and go and paste wherever you want to paste. So that's the PDF version. So you're done with your report. Then if you want to take it online, then you can now publish to the web. You can now publish it to wherever. So you see where you look at, you see share. You see where you say publish. Can you see publish? Do you want to save changes? Yes. Then you can publish whatever. So whenever you are saving your file, it saves it as what they call PBIX. So I can say customer. Let me say report.
Profitability report.
Yes. So if I go there and make sure you have to be logged in. And please take note, when you are logging in, use your organization password, your organization's what they call it.
I tried the person.
Organization email address. Don't use Google. Don't use a Yahoo.
Okay.
You must use an organization's, but LBS, if you use LBS, it will work. Your LBS will work for you.
Okay.
Yes. And you are done with your report, and you send it online. So wherever you are, whether your mobile or phone, you can quickly access it there and whatever.
Okay. Okay. When we share with perhaps management or something,
yes,
would they be able to see the transformation? For instance, the way it's, when, for instance, if you check, if they want to select maybe a particular
as
year.
they are clicking like on their phone, as they are clicking like it's working,
okay.
as they are clicking like it's interactive.
Okay, good.
So if they say, oh, what happened in 2014 or so, as they are clicking, it's changing.
That's if you share it, if you publish.
Yes, and they have access to it. But you can also restrict those who can.
Or if it's PDF, you can't do that.
No, PDF you can't interact.
Can we see the mobile?
If you come to mobile, but now you have to edit the layout now.
I hope they won't be able to edit the way to.
No, as long as you have done it now, you only just to drag, see profitability report.
You have to drag, okay.
Just drag it down. So this is how it will be appearing on your phone. You get, if I want to edit it further, I will edit that. So you have to understand if it's phone now, you have to edit it such that it will be, you have the mobile version, you have the other version. It can be different pages. So you can just edit them the way you like. And edit them the way you like. So this is for mobile.
And you can also drop the ones that are relevant. Maybe you don't want
Yeah,
to.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you managed to learn something from this, okay? So next week, so you see most time, whatever you have been doing in Excel, those are your report, you see how life becomes easy with Power BI, okay? So now I see most time, most people, when it comes to reporting, they usually prefer what Power or BI.
Sorry, hello, sir. Please, can you check repeat the way you converted it to PDF, please?
Okay, go to File, Export. Can you see PDF? Export to PDF.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. All right, thank you very much. So see you guys next week and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you, Dr. Francis.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
All right. I hope you people will not run away. Oh.
Hi, Doctor.
This one looks interesting.
Very
Dr. Francis.
interesting.
Hope
Like
it will continue to be like this.
Hi, Doctor.
The anaconda,
Hello, Doctor.
Hello.
Do we have a YouTube page?
Who be?
Yes.
Not yet.
You need to have.
Please do.
Please.
You have a lot of YouTube people now, better people that will teach you.
No. We want to see you on YouTube.
Yes.
You know we are local champions now.
Not at all. You have your followers now.
All right, no problem.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Okay, have a great day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
So someone should take IJ's number, so just in case, so that he can kindly send you WhatsApp message, so he can send you guys the videos. And again, he can send you the list of all the ones we have been doing in the past. He can send you an Excel sheet that has all the link of what we have done in the past.
Oh, that would be great.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you. Bye.
Right.